Your one half of you is like that. It could have been really dangerous.
Yeah.
And then the other half of you is could have done a rugby folklore, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Very Welsh.
Thanks, Warren. Again, shout out Warren G.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Human. That hurts, mate. That'll hurt till the day I die.
Hello and welcome to Hits Different. I'm delighted to be joined by Dr. Jamie Roberts beside me. Jamie, welcome to the show. I've got 22 grueling personal questions to go. Here we go. Number one. Where in the human body would I find my goose foot and why is it called that?
The goose foot. It's on the. It's because of the pesanserine. The Latin for goose foot is pesanserine. I think it's lateral attachment, lateral part of your knee.
It's correct. This guy knows his stuff.
Wow. Pesanserinus. Yeah.
No wonder this guy is beautiful. And
I only
smart.
know that because before I played, I remember training once, and it was a day or two before a big Heineken Cup match here. Yeah. I had something called pesanserine bursitis. Okay. And there's a little sac of fluid just near there. Right. I remember having a steroid jab, and it's really painful. Yeah. I had it bilaterally, so both sides. And I remember reading up on about it, and it's in the shape of a goose foot, which is Latin for that is pesanserine. Hey. Knowledge.
Jesus Christ! I thought that was a Marcus Smith thing, a little goosey.
The gooses, yeah.
Okay, strongest player you've ever played with?
Strongest I've ever played with? Warburton.
Warburton.
Yeah.
Nice. Hardest player you've ever played with? Or against?
Hardest player who's run into me is Brad Thorne. Hardest I've played with, toughest, probably Dan Lydiot.
Yeah, animal.
Just, mate, just mindset, tough rugby player.
Most skillful player you've ever seen?
Skillful I've ever seen? Danny, look,
I
love you, mate. I love it. You were great with Quins.
Yes.
Together.
Yes.
Most skillful I've ever seen? God, I'll probably have to go with your man. I grew up watching King Carlos, mate.
Carlos Spencer.
King Carlos. When I was a kid, you kind of watch that Super Rugby on the Saturday morning. King Carlos, mate. Different level. Yeah. Him or Sonny Bill Williams.
Yeah.
Him or Sonny Bill. Sonny Bill had this, looked like men amongst boys, didn't he, at times? But yeah, King Carlos.
King Carlos still doing it on YouTube now with his little tricks in the backyard. Best on a night out?
Andy Powell, hands down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was it, obviously it wasn't funny, but was it the next day after the golf buggy incident?
Just a mental time in Welsh Rugby that, kind of... Your one half of you is like that. It could have been really dangerous. Yeah. And obviously, thankfully, no one got hurt. Yeah. And then the other half of you is just could have done a rugby folklore, wouldn't it? Like it's just just an amazing thing to do. But yeah, apparently, always on a night out, he's the glue that kind of kept everyone together. So yeah, apparently. Yeah. Hardest
training session you've ever been involved in? You used to do some horrible ones in Wales, didn't you?
Yeah. Hardest training session I've ever done, I think, was in Doha, Qatar. Actually, no, I'm going to go Switzerland. Rugby World Cup 2011 training. Might have been 2015. It was one of the World Cups. And look, we've done some tough camps in Poland and all that. That was the toughest I'd trained in my life. And just remember doing repeat 40s. And I was so knackered that I was arriving at the far cone as the other lads were taking off.
It's a horrible thing.
Like, mate, you get to a point where your legs can't take any quicker. And I think I was sick, side of the field. Well, definitely almost sick and feeling sick. But yeah, you push your body. We've all been there as test rugby players, you kind of push yourself. But certainly those World Cup training camps, mate, for us were the toughest I've ever done.
It's good crack rugby, isn't it? Good crack.
What sport?
Best smelling teammate. You ever nice
Best smelling teammate, Danny Kerr.
Thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
Good. Strangest player you've come across? I think we've got a good friend, the Dutch Scotsman.
Oh yeah, Vis. Yeah, very strange. Yeah. Well, he's Dutch, mate. Yeah. That's no disrespect to the Dutch.
No,
but,
he is how he is.
Tim Visser, very strange. Yeah. Human. Yeah.
Hardest hitter?
look at Lydia, the way he used to hit people, usually below the kneecaps as well. Like, so you that is hurting. Hardest tackle I've ever received is a guy called Benson Stanley. And his brother Winston actually played with us with Quins, but Benson played for the All Blacks, midfielder. I remember playing out in Claremont, and this guy completely did a job. I was on the floor for like 2 minutes, just like, oh my God, I couldn't breathe, right in the ribs here. So that's the hardest tackle I've received. Benson Stanley.
Nice. Who's the person you've come across in your career terrible in the gym, or just doesn't gym, but then is an unbelievable rugby player? One of those freaks. Manu was for us. Wasn't allowed to gym because he got too big.
He gets too big.
But then on the pitch, he's like this animal.
I don't think we ever had any players like that. We were all pretty. I mean, look, Danny, I played with you for Quins. You were a bit like that. Unbelievable.
Pound for pound, strongest in the club.
Come and do your squats, bit of bench,
pound for pound.
There or thereabouts, hanging around the bench press rack.
I didn't really enjoy the gym, to be honest. Still don't.
But still delivered.
Yeah, still delivered. Most complete player.
Carter.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Best finisher.
Shane.
Yeah.
Shane. Sniff of the try line. He was exceptional at scoring tries.
The most Welsh rugby player ever.
The most Welsh rugby player ever. Roy Grav.
Yeah.
Obviously, he passed many years ago, Grav, but I remember seeing a little montage of him the other week, doing some work with S4C, his passion for Wales. And followed closely by Ken Owens.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
Ken Owens is a very proud Welshman.
Sheriff.
The sheriff. Both Welsh speakers. Ken is very Welsh.
Best post-match cleaning routine.
Best post-match groom routine. Not that I can remember it too vividly, but played a few games with Gav Henson.
Okay.
I mean, Gav would have to be up there, wouldn't he?
Yeah, nice.
Looked great.
Yeah, he did. Player that should have played for Lions but never did.
Danny Kerr.
That's very kind of you. Thanks, Warren. Again, shout out Warren G. Cheers, buddy. Worst lid.
Yeah, me.
Looks great. Looks great.
Yeah. I mean, look, I can't
We've
throw stones.
We've all had our struggles.
I can't throw stones there, can I?
No, you're fine.
No. I'll accept that one.
Greatest rig.
God, we've had some good boys in Wales. That's not you, mate.
I didn't say that. I wasn't asking for that at all.
Either Pocock.
Yeah.
Pocock was in mental nick, wasn't he? Warby was in mental nick. John Davis, when he was peak athletic ability. A couple of those boys. Let's go Warburton or Pocock. They can share it.
Okay. And worst?
Oh, Jesus. Worst rig. Geffin.
Nice. Cheers, Jeff.
Sorry, yeah.
Game or fixture that you've been the most gutted to lose in your career?
Oh, mate, Rugby World Cup semi-final 2011. Lost it by a point. Best chance Wales have had in the Pro Era of winning a Rugby World Cup, I think.
Yeah.
With that crew we had, so that hurts, mate. That'll hurt till the day I die.
What could have been, eh? Biggest influence on your career is?
Sean Edwards.
How good is he?
Just as a coach, probably a coach I needed at that point in my life. As a young, young 20, 21-year-old, and this guy comes into coach here, and when you kind of reflect of, different people coming in and out your life, don't they, at different points, but when I kind of reflect and go, the influence that guy had on my career, what he taught me, not just as a player, but as a bloke as well, and kind of the values of the game and way to approach the game. He was a huge influence.
Son boy. Yeah. Jamie Roberts, thank you, mate.
Cheers, mate.